Lee Mack and Bob Mortimer, I can never guess if it's true or not.
Yeah,
it's just so good. It's so hard to tell. Actually, a big unexpected twist. I was not expecting that.
Oh, that was good. Good start.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out some more Would I Lie to You? This is titled, Did Lee Mack skip Prince Hary's wedding because of Would I Lie to You? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope so. Because I don't not like Prince Hary, and I don't think a lot of you guys do either. Anyway guys, that's my feelings on him, but I really do like Lee Mack and Would I Lie to You, so let's get right into it and check it out. But before we get in the video, please consider subscribing, liking, and turn the notification bell on if you like this type of content and want to see more of it.
Good job.
I was genuinely invited to Harry and Meghan's wedding today, but I said no because I had to come here and do this.
David's team. Why were you invited?
Well, that, David, is as much of a shock to me as it is to you. I'm on
Do
the
you
telly.
know, for example, Prince Hary or Meghan Markle?
Well, I've met Prince Hary and he was very nice and he did say that he was a fan of this show. So he's definitely seen me because I'm on this show.
If this is true, it's a bit of a blow to me and Rob. Because I wasn't invited. Maybe Rob was as well.
I was gonna say, I think they're more regulars on the show.
I think we know.
I'm gonna say true. I could see it. It seems very plausible, but
Although the way he read the card originally kind of made me think it was maybe a lie, and he just found it funny.
I guess we'll find out.
If Rob was invited, he would be able to say.
Well, this is interesting because I want to know if you were invited, because as soon as I got the invite, I met Prince Hary and I know he's a fan of the show, so I immediately assumed that you two had been invited as well. Yeah. So I went to phone you, and I phoned you first, and I put the phone down because I didn't want to ask in case you hadn't been invited. I thought it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yes, it would be a horrible thing to let slip, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If you'd been invited, it would be a horrible thing to do to someone under any circumstances, even if it wasn't in public.
So you're just going, OK, George Clooney, David Beckham, Oprah Winfrey, Lee.
Were those all people at his wedding?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I heard David Beckham was.
That makes more sense. I did not pay any attention. I've never seen any clips. I've never paid. I have no idea.
George Clooney's an actor. She's an actress, so maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, she's American too, so.
Yeah.
I know it was a huge spectacle and that stuff, but I think a lot of people by now regret that he married her. So.
Lee.
Oh, he didn't even know my surname.
I should point out to people watching at home that it is the royal wedding day today. Yeah. As we record this, it happened today, didn't it?
It was a lovely wedding as well.
Look, it brought people together, didn't it? And you know what I'm glad about? Yeah. I'm glad he wasn't there.
Yes.
Did it come through the post?
It went through my agent.
It was more like a booking. Were they expecting you to do some of your silly humour or something?
Silly humour.
Did you have a +1 as well?
Yes, I did.
And so your wife was happy for you to come and do this instead of going to the royal wedding?
Well, actually, my wife couldn't go anyway. So that was the other problem as well. And then I thought, well, who would I take? And I did actually think of one of you two. I thought that's going to be more awkward. So but then I thought maybe it's not awkward if David's been invited, as I suspected, and Rob hasn't. I'll take Rob. And then we're all going. There was a lot of social etiquette. I was a mess.
That is the other question. Why didn't? Because the wedding finished.
Well, this is the irritating
about
thing.
1.
Yes,
and then there was a lunch.
I got the invite that said the wedding is going to be at 12 o'clock. And I thought in my head, no one would say 12 o'clock, meaning that's when the wedding is. That would mean, you know, you turn up at 12 o'clock and then you go through all the rigmarole of security, blah, 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 and actually the wedding's going to be about 2. Then you've got the actual ceremony, then you've got the meal. I wasn't going to get here because...
Yes, it's like when you buy theatre tickets. The time is just when they think you should leave home.
Lads, I appreciate you're angry.
Yeah. Very angry.
I didn't write the invites.
Very angry and very hurt and very bruised, whether this is true or not.
I'm kind of thinking it's a lie.
Yeah,
That's what I was
at
thinking
this
with
point
right
thinking
now.
now, yeah, there's just too many loopholes. It's because it's like, yeah, you could just easily go to the wedding and then go over and do the show if it's not too far apart. But.
Yeah.
Very angry and very hurt and very bruised, whether this is true or not. That's the terrible thing, because my thought processes have gone down the lines of it being true, and it feels like I've been through it emotionally, even if I haven't.
Okay, time to decide.
Well,
I think it's unlikely. I'd love it to be true, but I think it's unlikely.
I wouldn't.
this has been one of the most psychologically damaging thought experiments I've ever gone through, and so I couldn't. I don't think I could pronounce the words. I think this is true. Oh, I just did. We're going to say lie.
I think lie.
Lie. We're going to say lie.
I have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that
I
it's
don't think
true.
he's allowed to guess.
It's like waiting with a specialist for a result.
Yeah. Ironically, if this is true, when that moment comes for both of us, it'll just be a mercy.
That's the thing with like Lee Mack and Bob Mormon. I can never guess if it's true or not.
Yeah, they're just so
it's
good.
so
at
hard
it.
to tell. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all if he did get an invite and just.
I mean, he's
didn't want to go.
hilarious. Maybe if they're just a fan of him as well.
For both of us, it'll just be a mercy.
Tell us. They think it's a lie. I pray it's a lie.
It is, in fact, true.
So he was invited, not them. Oh,
Nice.
he's so hurt.
He's so proud. Did you see Lee's face though? He's just like, ha ha. Gotta rub it in just a little. Even though he didn't know.
I hope that's the last question of the evening.
Well,
great.
thank you for watching. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching.
They're just like ending it.
Oh, actually, there's something else as well. Sorry, I've got to tell you this as well, which is quite important. This is a true story as well. I was lying.
That was good.
That was
That
good.
was really good. One.
They're so proud.
Not your fault.
No, that's like.
Praise be, it was a lie. Of course it was a lie. Lee wasn't invited. Of course he wasn't. To Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Do you know what I think? I think the producers of this show are just trying to turn us against each other.
They're doing a good job.
So yeah, that was actually a big unexpected twist. I was not expecting that. I thought you said true. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, I can see it. And then no.
No, okay.
It was so worth the look on their faces, like, oh, like
And he thought the same thing.
they were so they seemed just so disappointed that they weren't invited.
I know.
Or the potential that Lee was invited over them.
You're right, because of the fact that they were a fan of, or Harry was a fan of the show.
Yeah.
It would make sense that they would be invited as well. Now, if it was something else, like if he didn't say that he was a fan of the show, it was like, oh, they've seen my stand-up, they really like my as a comic, you know, and I met him once, that would seem almost more plausible. But because he added all that other drama to it, oh, that was good. That was a good one. One of the best false lies.
I was gonna say unexpected twist. at the
Yes,
end.
that was clever of him to do that.
Anyway, that was the video. That's what I like to you. I really do enjoy it when we get to do them. So hope you guys enjoyed it too. Comment down what you guys thought, and also comment down future Will I Lie to You that you'd like us
Ooh,
to
yeah.
do.
Maybe some other ones if they have a unexpected twist.
Or like some of the best lies. I know we've done
Ooh.
some of the Bob Mormon ones. I wonder if there's someone else that's really good. Someone that has like the most bizarre stories that you don't think are true but end up being true. Those are
Oh
great.
yeah, those
So
are good.
anyway guys, please be safe, take care, look after one another, and as always, cheers.